The bills, me roasting it will come later on today, but I wanted to make more Yu-Gi-Oh content first, obviously. Um, so yeah, let's get back to it, obviously. Show you my decks, obviously. Got to keep the video at 20 minutes, obviously, because when I made my video, I was trying to get all my links. It went to 28, so I had to restart the video over again, show you my decks, obviously. But this time it won't take long. I just have to sign myself back on TikTok, like obviously. So here we go, here we go. Let's get to it. All right. As you can see, game point, game light point, effect damage deck is broken. Um, just gotta get Dark Room of Night, all three Dark Room of Nightmares, Gem Flash Energy, Golden Ladybug, card I actually had all three Fire Princesses. I got one of the Fire Princesses, I gotta get the other Fire Princesses, and the other two Cured Mermaids, White Magician Piggaroo, the two Rated Fire Magicians, and the Bond Magician Kerns, and gotta get all three Ukazes, and the Order of Destructions, and other two Bomber Trap Holes, other two Chaos Trap Holes, other two Magic Cylinders, the other two Solemn Judgments, and all three Solemn Scoldings, and then get all three Dark Room of Nightmares, all three Messenger Pieces again, all three Dark Room and Gem Flash, and the deck will be done once I get the remaining cards at the 5 game life points and effect damage cards, pretty much. Alright, stack. Consumer deck is broken. I just gotta get the other traps for it. I think it's no for more traps on Link Evolution, but I know it's no for Link Summons on Link Evolution. Be getting back to that grind soon, so stay tuned for those bills. 200, I'll show you my progress on that 200, so stay tuned for that. Once I get to the dual shot and snap them all these win streak, pretty much, it won't have no words for me. I found the way around it. Yeah, it's a player match, but we all know they're not going to use the same decks. But anyways, control deck is broken, obviously. So yeah. Gem Knight deck is broken. I just gotta get the other fusions. The other Gem Knight level 4s and other fusions. This one, and the Gem Knights, and then the other spells and traps, and this one right here included, obviously, and the deck will be done after that. So yeah. Alright, on to the next deck. Ignite deck is broken. Just gotta get the other pendulums and the other two molten destruction to get my fire monsters and warriors more attack points, obviously. So yeah. Deck is broken. Just gotta get the other spells and traps one. The deck will be done after that. Now to get the other two molten destruction, the deck will be broken after that. Cosmo deck is broken. Yes, I got two psychic decks. That's the PS1 because the DLC, obviously. It's one of the two psychic decks I got this far, obviously. But I just gotta get the other remaining Cosmo spells and traps, and other Cosmo 3s and 4s that I actually had before my console acted up, menu acted up pretty much. So yeah. Once I get that, the deck is done. Though I have to farm for it after that. Once I get the remaining resources for it. X-Saber deck is broken. I'm just missing X-Saber Piranha and X-Saber God Strike and X-Saber Garazm Jarat Sim. Said it wrong, Jar Sim. Then that deck will be done. Though I have to farm for that no more. But I do know it's no for Link Summons on Link Evolution for one I know, based on me watching videos that done the research of that deck, having Link Summon resources on Link Evolution, pun intended. And on to the next deck anyways. Foot deck is broken. Just gotta get all three Messenger pieces, all three some judgments, other three two negated attacks, other two Chaos Trap Holes, other two Magic Cylinders, and other two Bomber Trap Holes, all three Dark Room of Nightmares, all three Gem Flash Energies, and Dark Room of Nightmare. And I share everything for that deck, and the deck will be done for my flip deck will be fully developed out. I just gotta get the other flips for it, including the ones that do damage, obviously included. Gotta get the last Slate Warrior flip, last two Self-Worth flips, last two Swarm of Cold flips, Swarm of Scraps flips, and Swarm of Locust flips, and there's Poison Mummy flips, and The desk koala flips, obviously, that do damage when I put the D2 shield on. I gotta get the other two negate attacks. D2, the other two chaos trap holes. The other two bomber trap holes, the other two magic cylinders, the other two silent judgments. All three Dark Room Nightmares, all three Gem Flash and should be the deck will be done. So I do some more tooling to it once I add those cards, pun intended. What first I'm going to keep and what first I'm not going to keep. Anyways, on to the next deck. Start tonight deck is prize. Gotta get the other start tonight XYZs and the other traps and spells is known for. And once I get those, the deck will be broken after that. Don't have to farm for that no more after that. And just get the XYZs for the other XZs for, and the deck will be broken after for it devours. So yeah. Dice coin flip deck is broken. That's gotta get two more dice tries, the other dice nods, the dice clops, dice phone, bubble conversion lab, other two crystal dices, fire darts, needle, all three needle walls, all three fire dart dice cards, all three number 85 crazy, but that won't come until I want the packs for Zeko pretty much. All three that 6 and all three crystal dices and all three bomb destructions, and the deck will be filled about pretty much. So I had to get the dice pendulums that I actually had on Explorer 2. Actually, I think I got them because I have to check to make sure. I don't know if I got those dice cards yet, but when I do go back to the bonus, I should have all the dice pendulums for that deck. I made that deck twice on Furry Kingdom, as you can see, and Explorer 2, as you can see, and Furry Kingdom Hours, as you can see. So once I get the pendulum dice card, that deck will be more broken after that. On both Explorer 2 and Furry obviously on Explorer 2 and Furry Kingdom, since I did play Yu-Gi-Oh! Twice, or 4 times, in Fantasy Game 4 times. Once I planned it out for the last time on this account on Furry Kingdom, pretty much, and be done with that saga pretty much. Anyways, on to the next deck. Violent deck is broken. So I get the other machine tuners and fairy tuners, and the deck will be broken. I get the traps for it. I think it's no for trap. I think it's no for all spells. I don't think it's no for traps. The Violent deck, I could be wrong. I think it's no for traps. Just gotta figure out how to get them obviously, but I think it's no for traps. And that deck is done. It will be forward about that. Yeah, get the idea. Armorous deck is broken. Just have to get the other plant resources that I obviously have for this deck. Couldn't attribute something for to make it more broken. And get and these two right here. These are the ones I had in this deck before the PS4 data might got corrupted and corrupted my save data, unfortunately. And I gotta get the other plant synchros, and then for it, obviously I had the XYZs for this one too. I had to get those again, so bid. Obviously, the deck will be done after that. Once I get the remaining armatures in the Doors challenge, and I had to go back to get the remaining pretty much good the spells and traps, and that deck will be fully devoured. So yeah. To the next deck. Yes, I have 3 fairy decks. That's Fluffle, the Sky and the Sanctuary, and I also have that deck on Explorer 10. Still fully developing it. I was like, I gotta get the other spells and traps for and other mobile forwards on Explorer 10, and that deck is done. And then I had to develop this deck. Still working on I gotta get the other Fluffle fusions and the other fairy types and fiend types, and that deck will be broken. I have to farm for it no more once I get the other resources for it. So yeah. These are the ones I'm missing, obviously. So I got these 3. I gotta get these ones and other ones. This is a deck I also fought on Dual Generation years ago, but that deck was no good. So many damn after effects, you know. Alright. Retro after deck is broken. They want to test this deck out too once I get the other spells and traps for it, obviously, and other number cards, pun intended. So yeah, Snowfall Dust, my only Winged Beast deck I got so far. So yeah. Back to the next deck. Winter Light deck is broken. So I have to farm for in the Duels challenge, and then also the storyline after I get through the Duels, all the Duel challenges first, and do all the bonus farming first. And now I should have all the Lunar Lights, and then that deck will be broken. I'll have to farm for this deck no more once I get the remaining risks with my dual points, do the packs, or farm to getting the remaining risks, or both, obviously, doing it both ways, obviously. So yeah. Alright, on to the next deck. Magic Spectre deck is broken. Just gotta get the other remaining spells and traps in the other Magic Spectre level 4s and 3 pendulums. And the deck will be traumatic. I gotta get the level 6 Winged Beast Martin to make that more. I already got the level 8, so I gotta get the level 6 in here. I gotta farm for that, obviously, and then that deck will be broken pretty much. So, yeah. Level 4 deck is broken. Just gotta get all 3 Messenger pieces, all 3 Chaos Trapos. Got one of them, honestly. With my dope, I got those a couple of days ago, obviously. Gotta get all 3 Bombers Trapos, all 3 Magic Cylinders, all 3 Dimensional Prisons, even for my foot deck as well included. As well, I gotta get all my Dimensional Prisons back, all 3 Solemn Judgments, both Magic Cylinder, all 3 Magic Cylinder. I get the other 2. Then on my foot deck, I gotta get the other 2, what's the name of that card I just mentioned? Yeah, all 3 Dark Room of Nightmares, all 3 Gem Flash, and all 3 Master Pin, the deck will be broken after that. After I get the remaining level 4. 4's with strong defense and 1's that can destroy stuff, obviously. Once I get Dark Room of Nightmares, Gem Flash Energy, all the remaining 2 Magic Cylinders, that are remaining Solemn Judgments, that are 2 remaining Chaos Trapos, that are 2 Bombers Trapos, all 3 Dimensional Prisons, Gem Flash Energy, Dark Room Nightmares, the deck will be truly broken out there. I don't have to fall for it. I didn't get the remaining level 4s with strong defense, obviously, and one that had very good effects in the strong. They also have to get, oh yeah, gotta add a few more level 4s. It was, what's the name of that card? It was a Fiend. Whatever. Okay, there we go. Alright. Okay. Alright, got that in there now. Just gotta get the remaining level 4 XYZs. And the deck will be broken. Just gotta get, like I said, just gotta get all 3 Chaos Trap Holes. Same way for my foot deck, including all 3 Dimensional Prisons, all 3 Solemn Judgments, all 3 Solemn Strikes. I almost forgot about that card too. All 3 Solemn Strikes, all 3 Gem Flash Energy, Dark Room of Nightmares, Gem Flash Energies, and Messenger Peace. Even for my foot deck, including the deck will be broken after. And now I gotta get the remaining level 4s with after effects. Obviously, and the deck will be broken. Cut my XYZs included, and my deck will be broken after that. Once I get the remaining level 4s for it with strong defense and other after effects after, and the flips included, obviously. Alright. The almost deck is broken. Gotta get the other Don't Miss cards, obviously. The remaining level 4s for it. Pendulums, obviously, and other traps. It's the only aqua that I got so far. So, yeah. Indeed. Alright, on to the next set. Spell counter deck is broken. Gotta get the other spell counters for it. Just missing the Apprentice Magicians, the last Breaker Dimensional Warrior. Gotta get this one in here. I think I already got that in there. Yeah, I gotta get the other 2 for that. The other 2 for this, the other 2 for this, all 3 for these, all 3 for those for that pendulum, 2 spells for that one, and these ones, all ones that metaphor to spell counter ones, and the other 2 fairy spell counters, and then this trap right here too, as well, and this too, and then the 777 level 6, I had to get the other 2, and then the deck will be broken after that, so yeah. So yeah. Still developing it, obviously. Server deck is broken. Also mixed with some Seraph hand, but mixed with the Ritual Beasts. Don't know how I'm going to use this deck. I might get rid of this deck eventually. Might make a different deck that involves pendulums, obviously. I've got to figure out what deck's going to be. But I do have the separate deck. I got it twice, but I was able to fully develop it more in Explorer 2, obviously. I had to get another resource with this. I'm going to figure out how I'm going to use this deck to my advantage. Otherwise, I'll just make a different deck with pendulums, obviously. Or just empty this deck out and just make a new one. I got 3 spellcasters. I think that's my only fault. 3 spellcaster decks, no more than 3. Because I won't have too many spellcasters. I don't have no. And the funny thing, I only had no Machination deck. I got to figure out if I'm going to make a Machination. I think I will once I empty out this deck slot right here. But the server deck is broken. I'm keeping it for now, but once I get those Machinings down, make a machine that'll be my only one I obviously make False Machine. They don't have no Machination decks yet. Got, okay. Only got 2 Dragon Carnation decks, but this is one because of DLC. I gotta get the other Red Eyes, Gemini, and the other traps for it. No, I think I already got all 3 Geminis for this. So I get the other Dragon Carnations for it, and the spells and traps, falls and fusions, and the rituals, and the deck will be working. Once I get the Marine XYZs for it and everything else for it, I was in the deck will be working once I get the spells and traps on it. So yeah. This is my second deck, my Galaxy Eyes, but I don't have all the resources. Those resources won't come until I unlock the dude from Zexal's packs, and I'll be able to fully develop this deck again. This time my parts will be saved. By the time I get my bigger, find a gigabyte external hard drive, I have to upgrade this because the one I got currently is a 256 gigabyte hard drive external. You know, when I bought my PS4, it was only the 5 gig. I didn't get the whole terabyte model. I only got the 5 gig because I think when I was looking for the 1 terabyte model, it was sold out, so I had to get the 500 gigabyte model console pretty much off of eBay pretty much. So since I got that, now I'll get the external hard drive or upgrade it to the 500 gigabyte one, so I'll have 1 terabyte combined. And these games I was obviously putting on there, I just had to reinstall and it'd be nothing to it, easy installations. Now I can use my 256 gigabyte hard drive for my Xbox One X and use plus the other external I was going to get from my Xbox One X. Eventually I'll have 1 internal and 2 externals. Well, 3 externals count me upgrading to my 1 for Sony. So the one I was using for Sony currently, I'll be using that for my Xbox to install my indies. But my Xbox One to install my indies, but when I get that, whatever hard drive, whatever the space for that is, I'll have 3 externals, but one I used for Sony for Microsoft, and then the other one I used that upgrade on Sony, and that'll be the ones I use. So the one that say I have 3 external hard drives, 1 external, then 1 internal, 2 externals on Xbox One X pretty much. So I have 2 extra, 1 spare one, and an additional external hard drive to install my bigger games, and another one I can use for my indie. Anyways, don't want to go off topic, but yeah, I'm still developing the Galaxy Eyes deck. Obviously, gotta get the resources for it. Obviously, there's only 2 Dragon Carnation decks I think I got so far. Anyways, Monarch deck is broken. Just gotta get the other level 4s and level 2s and level 3s to make it more broken. And yeah, I gotta get this Monarch right here too, as well. This, excuse me, I burned down this one right here, and then, yeah. The deck will be truly broken once I get the other spells and traps. Well, I got most spells, I gotta get the other Monarch and the other Monarch that drops up, which is this one right here, and this one right here, and this one right here, and then that could be done. And this one right here. And I gotta get the level 6, even for my Magic Spectre deck and my Monarch, and then the deck will be broken out of that. Okay, on to the next deck. I'm working, so I had 2 spellcaster decks, but I'm working on this one, but I had to go through Izitu, the farm for the remaining of them, that I had to use my dual one to get the rest of them. And then that deck will be done, so no point in looking at that one. But once I get there, I'll let you know. I'll make another video, separate video on that. I'll show you my spellbook deck and how it looks so far. But those are my only 2 spellcaster decks I have got currently. The TG deck is broken. Just gotta get the other remaining spells and traps. Falls level 4s, level 3s, and then once I get to the dual champions, beat them out, I'll share the remaining resources after that. And the deck will be fully developed. Start the build at 22 minutes. I was in this crunch on my deck. God Secret, I'm still working on it, but I already fully developed it on Explogory 2. Obviously, I just gotta get the other Sky and the Sanctuary cards, obviously, spells and traps and other agent cards. And once I get those, the deck will be more broken, and I also have to get Honest. But I gotta be careful with that card, because I'll put my deck in raid, but so big, still could be used. That's what matters. Anyways. True Old deck, I'm still working on that right now. Oh. Gotta get my other whole cards, counting these ones right here, the XYZ. This right here at the rear, and I was in these ones. Also, yeah, I also need that for my level 4 deck as well. Foot deck travel to get enough out of special monster special effect or add the effects and destroy them, obviously. Alright. Gravekeeper's deck is broken. Just gotta get the other Gravekeepers, and I have to make this deck on Link Evolution, obviously. And once I get those resources, I should have all the Link resources, Link Summon resources on Link Evolution, then the deck will be fully developed. I just had to retool it, obviously, but yeah. Just had to get all the remaining Gravekeeper spells and traps in field cards, spell cards. Anyways, so I got 3 spellcaster decks, yes. But one of them is all dark based, the other one's no for all other elements. Yes, I'm making a light so I don't have the resources for that yet. So, this is my PSY deck. This is my second and only second other than close mode, obviously. Gotta get the other remaining resources, spells, and traps and other sections to make it more broken, including the tuners and other synchro tuners for it, and then the deck will be done after that. So yeah, you get the idea. Twilight Ninja, I'm still working on. I fully developed that deck on Explorer, so I just gotta get the other spells and traps for it, and XYZs for it, XCs for it, and Explorer too, and then I should have all those cards pretty much once I get the remaining duel points. I cover all the past. I got a lot of progress made, so yeah. Indeed. Yeah. Clouding deck, I'm working on that right now. But I don't have the Clouding cards yet. And I think I'm gonna use my last deck swap to make the performance on eyes. But one of my decks, the Zephyr deck, I might get rid of that to make a machine. I don't have no Machination decks. I just gotta figure out which one is going to suit me. Obviously, I'll find out eventually. But I did make a couple of Machination decks on Explorer too. So yeah. All right. As you can see, I got most of my progress back. Got most of the cards pretty much. I just gotta unlock the other packs for the GX, the Zexal, the 5 days of Zexal, and Arc 5. So yeah. You see my duel points on the tops. I still got most of my duel points. I spent some of it yesterday getting some great pickups, obviously. So yeah. Okay, guys. I'll give me a second so I can remember my Spotify names. So I can give them to y'all. Give me a second. Set the bill at 23 minutes, a little bit over 23. Once I give you my social media links, pretty much. Okay, make sure I remember all my Spotify names. Okay, it's like 23 minutes now. Okay, but you know where to find me on social media. You can follow my YouTube channels, Unique Hutch, KBH Podcast, that's for Sony Fiber, and News Hutch 1. Give you my Spotify right now, or on the Spotify app currently. Spotify Hut 11, you can follow me on that. All digital series, S and X, that's my pretty much PS5 discs, all digital on Spotify. That's my Spotify account. Follow me on Spotify at 11, Retro Hutch, News Hutch 1, and all digital series, S and X, purchase PS5 discs, all digital. Those are all 4 of my Spotify accounts. Goes in on 24 minutes. I'll stop it at 24 minutes. And then you can find me on TikTok, on New Era Hutch, on TikTok like New Era Hutch, TikTok Hutch 1. You'll notice me because you'll see the Taurus picture on, honestly. Because I had to read myself back in on TikTok like, because I did change my phone number and everything else. I had to update my information. You can follow me on Facebook. My whole name spelled backwards. You'll see the Heaven and Hell picture on it. You'll see all the friends I made, obviously, and my overall followers, pretty much. Then you can add me on PSN, Explogory 2, Furry Kingdom, Chummy Hishi, Muscat Hishi, 4 hours. I gotta change those game tags. Those are my current game tags on my console wars PSN and Retro PSN. You got me on Super Nintendo 64. So you got all my 5 my PSN. You'll know it's me. You'll see different nicknames, but you'll know it's me. So you can send a close friend request on that, obviously. You can follow me on Instagram, Chumley11, WWE Legend 2, Hutchiganami, and Cause on my merch meta on Instagram. You'll know it's me. There's 4 different Instagram names, obviously. Or it's at 25 minutes. I got started at the 25. I was supposed to stop it at 20, but it took additional 5 minutes to give you all my links. But you got all my links. Oh yeah, and I also give you my other information for Xbox. You got me on Alpha 4059 on Xbox once I get save up for my last console, so Xbox One X soon. And you can add me on my other account, Retro 5459. You'll know it's me. It's the same dude. You'll know it's me, just different pictures on them. Obviously, you'll know it's me. Okay, so I'll end the video right there. Stay tuned for more builds today, but the next build, I'll show you my playlist and on Spotify in the next video. Yeah, deuces. Stay tuned for that, but that build's coming out there. Deuces. Deuces.